ॐ सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतं स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमतामज्ञानमन्मूलयन् पश्यन् विश्वमपीदमुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः तस्मै श्रीरमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय। श्लोक 24। धिये प्रकाशं परमो वितीर्य स्वयं धियोऽन्तः प्रविभाति गुप्तः। धियं परावर्त्य धियोऽन्तरेऽत्र संयोजनानेश्वरदृष्टिरन्या। Very, very beautiful shloka. In continuation with the previous two shlokas, but very, very, very nicely explained. A kind of, we can do nididhyasanam on this shloka. So nice. Okay, what is the topic? Same. Self-realization does not require any particular time or effort. Self-realization doesn't require a special time and effort as a process. Then what are we doing now? Every day 9:15 to 10 we are having, time is there, effort is there, we are listening. It's not like that. It's not the time and effort where we put for something else. We should not compare as such. What here Ramana Maharshi says is, other experiences, any other experiences apart from self-experience or self-realization needs a certain amount of time and effort. This I have told in Kena Upanishad also. If I have to see a particular object, I have to turn towards that direction, open my eyes, and then see, then get registered of that particular object. That becomes an experience. Wall, if I have to see a wall, turn towards the wall, open my eyes, so wall gets registered. But in and through wall experience, don't I have also the consciousness experience? The very fact that I am seeing wall or laptop or any other object, consciousness is pervaded. Without consciousness, none of the object can be experienced. Pratibodha viditam matam. So what I have to do is, experiencing the consciousness means it's not a new experience or a new concept as such. It is only turning my attention towards that consciousness, which is already experienced by me in and through all the objects. The consciousness is ever experienced, but I have to turn attention towards that ever experienced consciousness. Only turning an attention is required, no special effort or time to know consciousness as a new thing. Whereas with respect to other things, I am seeing a wall, a new experience, new wall. Once I see a wall, Nerolac paint or Asian paint will come. Which paint is that? You will ask whether if the wall has paint or not. Similarly, if you see a mobile, all the attributes of mobile will come. If you see consciousness, no attributes will come. The very fact that consciousness means existence. So that is what he is telling. Atma as consciousness is ever experienced. in and through all the experiences. We have to turn our attention towards to already experienced Atma. But what happens? Our mind just goes outside. But the mind goes to the events outside, people's outside. We forget the consciousness. Mind is not required to experience the Atma. Mind is required to turn my attention towards the Atma. Mind is required to see an experience of a wall, mobile, any object. But mind is not required to experience consciousness. Mind is required to turn my attention towards consciousness. Shastra is not required to experience Atma. Shastra is required to know the nature of Atma, Swarupa of Atma. Shastra doesn't give a new experience of Atma because Atma is ever experienced. But what does the Shastra teach us? It will teach us to know the very nature, Swarupa of the Atma. Similarly, mind experiences every object, everything, but mind has to be turned towards the Atma. That Atma is ever experienced in and through all the object experience. Are you getting my point? See, mind is not required for experience. Shastra is not required for experience to know Atma. But Shastra is required to know the Swarupa of the Atma, the nature. Mind is required to turn the attention. Turning the attention means I turn my attention to ever experienced Atma, not experiencing a particular Atma at particular time. Just as I experience a wall, so I experience Atma. No. If wall is there, consciousness should be there. To say wall is, consciousness should be there before. Pratibodha viditam matham. Remember Kena Upanishad. Which direction will you turn for sunlight? அப்படி சொன்னாதான் புரியும். அது வால் பென் எல்லாம் சொன்னா புரியாது. I see various objects, but which direction will you turn for sunlight? Think. To means what? Sunlight is ever there when I am experiencing each and every object in the world outside in the daylight. But when I say which direction will you turn towards sunlight, I am bringing your mind attention towards sunlight. It is not a new experience. Sunlight was already there. You never thought of sunlight. So mind is required to stand at ease, attention. Enge school turn, stand at ease, be alert, attention, see towards sunlight. And why do I say? Shastra say. It gives us, it shows the nature, Swarupa of the Atma. This is what Ramana Maharshi tells in this shloka. See the first line. Obviously, we can remember the 5 features of the consciousness also. That is anyway there. That is one kind of nididhyasanam. First line, Paramaha. Paramaha means God, the Lord, who is none other than the Atma, ever experienced consciousness. Paramaha is equal to God, is equal to Atma. That Atma we have defined as ever experienced consciousness. Okay, what does this consciousness do then? Vitirya. Vitirya means Vistirnam Kurya. Vistiryam Kurya means it spreads. Literally, Vitirya means to distribute. What will you distribute? If you have something, you will distribute. Prasadam, Gokulashtami, ella panniyaachu. Bhakshanam, ella Vistiranam panniyaachu. Illiya? ಚಕ್ಲಿ, ಕೋಡುಬಳೆ, ರವೆ ಉಂಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಯ್ತು. ಸ್ವಾಹನು ಮಾಡಾಯ್ತು. Vistirya, give. Similarly, the consciousness, which is none other than the Parama, the God, Vistirya, it lends existence to all the other objects. It gives. Prasadam Mada, it will give. Distribution. Prakasham means what? How does it gives? Through giving a sentiency. It is a life-giving process. The Atma, the original consciousness, Vistirya spreads or lends consciousness. How? Through Prakasham. It makes all the objects as a sentient thing or a sentient being. It makes a dead thing alive, dead being alive. Consciousness means what? Livelihood, life, the very process of life. This in Vedanta Shastra we call as Chidabhasa. That's why I used original consciousness. If you had used, remembered my word just before, I never used original consciousness until now, but this shloka demands. Original consciousness lends existence to Chidabhasa. What is Chidabhasa? Not Chidambaram. Chidabhasa means a reflecting consciousness. RC, remember Tattva Bodha? RC. There is original consciousness, like example, sunlight is the original consciousness. When it is getting reflected through a mirror, mirror will reflect the original consciousness. Means what? The mirror is capable of reflecting the dark room. Similarly, I, the original consciousness, through the mind, just like a mirror, will give light to all the sense organs. Karmendriyani, Jnanendriyani. It becomes sentiency. Original consciousness coming through the medium, mind medium, that is Chidabhasa, gets sentiency to all the Jnanendriyani. It is called Prakasham, Vistirya. And where does it gives first Prakasham? Dhiyaha. Dhiyaha means mind. And this mind in Tattva Bodha language we have called as RM, reflecting medium. OC is original consciousness. If I don't expand original consciousness, OC can become anything. Yeah. OC is equal to original consciousness, and Chidabhasa is reflective consciousness, and RM is reflecting medium. After distributing the prasadam, what happens? Prasadam Kali. But here prasadam means the original consciousness, Vistirya. It is not Kali there. It is full as it were. You might ask, prasadam is over. Then what happens to original consciousness? It doesn't get over at all. Why? Why original conscious doesn't get over just like prasadam? Because original consciousness is all pervading. There is no need to get over. Prasadam might in a container. ಅದು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಕೆಲವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಕಾಯಿ ಕೆಟ್ಟೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ 3-4 ದಿವಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಕೊಬ್ಬರಿ ಮಿಠಾಯಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿವಸ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಒಂದು ವಾರ ಆದ್ರೆ ಗೊಬ್ಬನಾಥ ಹೊಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? But this original consciousness is not like that. It is continue to be fresh, alive, as it were. So it will not. It continues to lend its this sentiency through the Chidabhasa, the mind, and the reflective medium further. See the second line. Where does if it goes? It doesn't go anywhere because it is all pervasive, but it is hidden. Can I see that consciousness? It is hidden, he says. Swayam Guptaha. Swayam Guptaha. Where does it is hiding? It is hiding where it is reflecting. Pravibhati. Same line, beautiful shloka this is. It is hiding, the original consciousness is hiding at where it is hiding, at the same place where it is getting reflected. Pravibhati. Explain pandre, koncha wait pannunga. I'll explain. And if you still want to know where it is hiding, Dhiyaha antaha, inside the mind, inside the antakarana. It is hiding, and at the same time, pravibhati, lending the conscious, lending the sentiency. If consciousness is ever experienced, if consciousness is ever experienced, how can it be hidden? Is the next question. If you understand the previous thing, then you can understand this. Adhe enakku takkararu, adhe arthamaayirige. If consciousness is ever experienced, how can it be hidden? Example, it is hidden as it were, just like screen is hidden while watching the movie. Now you see the line, Swayam Guptaha Pravibhati. Beautiful. Swayam Guptaha Pravibhati Dhiyo Antaha. It is hidden by itself, Swayam Guptaha, inside the mind, at the same time lending the sentiency, Pravibhati. What is the example? It is hidden, the screen is hidden where I am watching the movie. While watching the movie, where is the screen? Where is our attention? Our attention is on the movie, not on the screen. Screen is ever experienced. Screen is equal to consciousness. But what I will say now, turn your attention towards the screen. What happens to the movie? Because our preoccupation, we are not able to see the screen. We are able to see only the movie. The hero is fighting. Villain comes, old movie I'm telling. Now what happens, I don't know. Hero will be falling somewhere else. He has to protect her as if he is a protector by himself. Even like existence 2.5 hours the hero. But he has to protect another hero in there. So we have to turn the attention. Right now we are preoccupied. What is the preoccupation? Pancha Anatmas. Don't forget. Kena Upanishad. What is the Pancha Anatma? Solanuma. வேண்டவர் மாதிரி இருக்குது அந்த மாதிரி எல்லாம் சொல்லாதீங்க சொல்லிடுறேன் என்னுடைய சந்தோஷத்துக்கு profession is first anatma, consciousness is hidden, possession is second anatma, consciousness is hidden, profession is a movie, possession is a movie. This okay, we can adjust. Third I will tell, family is a movie hiding the consciousness. This also we can ignore. Body is a movie hiding the consciousness. This we cannot ignore. Mind is a movie. This never we can ignore. We are all preoccupied with this. Just as movie is going on, we are forgetting the screen. These 5 things are disturbing my consciousness. Gupta iva, Swayam Guptaha, and it is where it is in the Antakarana itself, yet Pravibhati. It is lending the sentiency, at the same time it is hidden because of these Panchanatmas. Beautiful shloka. What he says, Dhiyam Paravartya, third line. Dhiyam Paravartya. Paravartya means at least from now on is my way. He is not telling. Who? Ramana Maharshi. Turn your attention away from Pancha Anatmas. Paravartya means turn away. You have started focusing on the movie. Stop focusing on the movie. Turn away and focus on the Atma. Focus on the screen. If I say now turn focus towards the screen, movie continues. Movie will not disappear. Movie continues. What happens to that movie? Whether it's a tragic movie or a comic movie or an action movie, I know only one movie. ಮನೆ ನೋಡೋದಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ಅಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ Kaviratna Kalidasa. I know only this movie, nothing else I don't. So as and when I see the movie, if I have this knowledge that whether Rajkumar, however he acts before becoming Kalidasa or afterwards, I enjoy the movie. I don't give reality to the movie because I'm seeing the screen. Similarly in life, when I know I am the consciousness, when I turn my attention towards the consciousness, these Pancha Anatmas as a movie will not trouble me. I am going through every experience of Pancha Anatma, but in and through all the experience of Pancha Anatma, the ever experienced consciousness as I am, if I focus that attention, these 5 Pancha Anatmas will not trouble me. Because ever experienced Atma. Just as 2.5 hours of movie, I see only screen. Seeing only the screen when the movie is happening, you should be like Manmohan Singh. If you see only the screen, not the movie, you will be Manmohan Singh only. Because movie is Sonia Gandhi. Screen is Manmohan Singh. Think. He has to turn the way she turns. Similarly, Pancha Anatma is turning us all around. Okay? Be the screen. As Bruce Lee says in one of the interviews, be the water, my friend. Water can be in any form. Water can adjust in any form. Be the water. Same thing. Advaitanda avaru pesirka. He is telling water, Ramana Maharshi is telling consciousness. After the class. So screen is not getting affected about anything which is happening in the movie, whatever be the action oriented movie or comic. Similarly, focus on that, not focus on screen. In movie theater you focus on screen, in life focus on consciousness. Then if I focus on consciousness, my attention will be towards consciousness and not towards other thing. That is what we want. That is what we want. Right now, over focus on the movie and Panchanatmas has caused to forget the screen and consciousness. If I start focusing only on the screen and the consciousness, parallelly, example and reality I'm telling, then I am not bothered of any event which is happening on the screen, nor I am bothered on any experience which is happening in my life. Very tough, not so easy. I understand. Right now, we should practice. I am speaking, you are listening. Both of us are experiencing the class, yet not involved in the class. Shravanam is happening. Teaching is happening. Yes, this is a kind of a scene. Think it, adena. Vishwam Darpana Drushyamana Nagari. Everything is happening, but I am not involved. This is moksha. Let it be a divine experience. Let it be a normal experience. I am the lender of the experience. I don't jump if it is a happy experience. I don't come down if it is a sad experience. I don't run towards if it is a divine experience. I am the screen. I am the consciousness. Over, full stop. So whatever happens on the screen, I am not bothered. Whatever happens in the consciousness, I am not bothered. And where does this everything happens? All these discussions, Ramana Maharshi says, fourth line, Samyojanat. Don't think I skipped one word. Dhyontara is there. Dhyontara is in the same mind, which I already have explained. That's why I'm skipping that. Fourth line, Samyojanat. Samyojanat means Samyojanam. We have seen this word. We know because we use in our language. Samyojanam means connection. Connect your buddhi to the ever experienced consciousness. Connect means pay attention to the ever experienced consciousness. Ramana Maharshi says this alone is Ishvara Darshana. Connecting my buddhi, paying attention to the ever experienced consciousness is Ishvara Darshana. Be conscious, give attention to the consciousness is Ishvara Darshana. This is who says, Swami Paramarthananda says. This Brihadaranyaka, very nicely it is. What is consciousness? Giving a conscious attention to consciousness is consciousness. This is Ishvara Darshana. And Anyaha, there is no other Ishvara Darshana apart from this Ishvara Darshana. God realization is only in this way, not in any other way. The word Anyaha is very important. Ishvara Drashturanyaha. If you are looking or longing for a realization, Sakshatkara, this is the only Sakshatkara. Anyaha means anything else. If you want to have the darshan, it is Anatma Mithya Sakshatkara. Because the very fact that Saguna Sakshatkara is what? I am having the Saguna experience of my Ishtadevata, yet I am ever experiencing the consciousness before the Sakshatkara of the Saguna happened. I saw Arunachaleshwara right in front of me as Saguna Ishvara. In and through that, am I not seeing the consciousness? Who is lending the Saguna Ishvara Sakshatkara? I am the lender. It is already there. Who? I am already there to lend. Swayam Guptaha, same there, Pravibhati. It is one kind of an preoccupation. Panchanatmas you leave. This Saguna Sakshatkara is the sixth Shadanatma. Don't think it is great. It is a kind of an extroverted mind. Introvertly extroverted. Introvertedly extroverted. Any such realization will not give you liberation. Just as even if it is a Ramayana movie which is happening, we cannot give you liberation. My Saguna Ishta Devata Sakshatkara also cannot give you liberation. Please note, Gokulashtami. What is the message of Gokulashtami? Saguna Devata Sakshatkara cannot give you liberation because it is introvertly extrovert. This is Ishvara Darshana. Next shloka. Navakti deho hamitif prasuptau nakopi na bhuvamitif pravakti yatrodite sarvamudeti tasya dhiyo aham shodhaya janmadeshan. Okay, dhiyo, fine. This is a kind of deviation, but not. Seeing the shloka, it is a kind, but really it is not. Here only, from here onwards, few shlokas, Ramana Maharshi talks about what ahankara is. He says, what is this ahankara, which is a very mysterious thing. He was talking only about Sat and Chit, substratum on which the first, second, third person is there, but never he spoke about this ahankara. And he says, this mysterious ahankara doesn't exist at all. That is why in all his books, he asks the questions, from which source that you are asking the question? Who is asking the question? Go to that source. That is told in these few shlokas. Because ahankara is a false I, false ego, born out of ignorance. Born out of ignorance. When you inquire more into ignorance, it disappears. Ignorance is an error. Ignorance is an error. Just as in your software coding, you find a bug or an error. Where the error is, there is a solution also in the very same place. Correct? See, I am C++, Java, Oracle. What else is there? Everything proficient. 9.1 new update phone update everything. That is why the Upanishad says, having known one thing, you know everything, means what this? If you know this, Atma as one, you know everything. You need not do specialization in other things. Wherever I see a bug in the system, there itself, Guptaha, Swayam Guptaha, Pravibhati, there is solution. The more you inquire into ego, the substratum you will get to know. In this shloka, Ramana Maharshi asks a question. What is the question? Who is saying, I am? I am so and so. I am that, I am this. Who is saying? He asks. Because in the entire creation, only two things are there. In the entire creation, only two things are there. One is Atma, second is Anatma. Agreed? Third entity doesn't exist at all. Atma cannot say I am. Because if Atma has to say I am, it means there is a chalanam or movement in the Atma. There is no Atma is nishkriyaha, nirgunaha. You cannot say I am. If Anatma has to say I am, Anatma also cannot say, because Anatma is jadaha. If Anatma has to say I am, let's say table. Table says I am. If table is sentient enough, then table will run away. Laptop will fall. Isn't it? It is jadam. Atma cannot say I am because there is no chalanam in the Atma. Anatma cannot say I am because it is jadavastu. Then who else is telling? There is no third entity. This mixture of Atma and Anatma, in husband is Atma, wife is Anatma, podkla. At least class la podla. Wife can put the other way. Husband is Anatma, I am the Atma, podkla. A new entity, third entity seemingly borns a mixture. That is Ahankara. It draws some attributes of Atma, it draws some attributes of Anatma, mixture together, third entity, as it were it is born, not in reality. There is no reality as such. It just sprouts. That is Ahankara. If you go to this source, you know there is no Ahankara at all. This is what Ramana Maharshi asks. For example, we all know, we are most of us like salad. Salad, how to spell? I don't know. Salad, I think. What is salad? Is there a thing called salad? Is there a substance called salad? Let us take simple fruit salad. And let us not add macaroni, pasta, அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம். பார்க்கறதே நல்லா இல்ல அது. அதை சாப்பிடுறது எப்படி அப்பா? we cannot see that. Anyways, sorry. அதெல்லாம் ஆட் பண்ணி ஒரு மாதிரி இருக்கு. Simple sattvic fruits, let us take 5 fruits on the table. All sattvic fruits I am telling. Mango, you can note down. Gokulashtami. Apple, grapes, pomegranate, banana. These 5. These 5 you cut and make a simple salad. For an object mango, there is a fruit. Mango is a word. Mango, M-A-N-G-O is a mango word. There is an object mango. Mango is a word and there is an object mango. For apple, it is. Object is there. For other banana, pomegranate, everything. There is a substance for salad. But how did you say it is salad? It is a mixture combination which salad doesn't exist, but yet you are calling a name salad which there is no substance. Vacharambanam vikaro namadheya mrittika eva satyam. Chandogya. Where is pot? When there is no substance pot. We know this. Don't keep on telling the same example. We are bored of pot. And don't continue next to gold also. That is, we are bored. Every time I put gold on my thing, is a substance or non-substance? And don't tell water example also. That is why I told salad. Something new example has to be created. Where is the substance salad? But yet salad continues to haunt us. And the salad sapudla, in the salad sapudla. அப்பா சாலடே இல்லையேப்பா, நீ சாப்பிட்டது பரி ஃப்ரூட் தான்ப்பா. ஃப்ரூட் சாப்பிட்டு சாலட் பொய் சொல்லிட்டு இருக்கேடே. நீங்க என்ன படிச்சிருக்கேன்ப்பா? வாட் ஹேவ் யூ லேர்ன்? வி ஆர் so and so, but telling always this lies. There is no salad at all, yet you are telling salad. There is no ahankara at all, yet you are dependent on ahankara. Life is full of mysterious thing, a false thing, and building our life only on false things, so that the false has become the real. And yet I am in fear. Oh, my identity goes. There is no identity at all, yet we work for identity. That is the beauty of Advaita. So here is telling, Ramana Maharshi, great. First slide, see. Dehe aham iti na vakti. Self-explanatory. Dehe. In the deha, aham iti na vakti. Deha cannot say, I am the body. Aham iti na vakti. Body never says I am, because body is jada vastu, matter. If it has sentiency, let's say body has sentiency, the power, then body has to say when it dies, I am dead. Will body say, I am dead? Can body do like this? No. You cannot do. There is no sentiency in the body to say, I am going to sleep now. No. I am going to die now. It is jada vastu. But someone else through the body, it is telling, I am the body. Someone else. Which scientist will think like this? Tell me. I did the oceanology, I did that, I did this. The galaxy is so much. Yenda galaxy avu irundalo enakkenna? Samsara continues. If I know 100 galaxies, if I go to 200 feet beneath the ground, knowing those mysterious things, will my samsara problem go away? Oh. Second line. Prasuptauna abhuvan, abhuvan in quotes, in full in adenantare first afina illa two male two line underline better underline, and dehe aham also underline. Prasuptau na abhuvam iti kopi na pravakti. Enna statement. Nobody says I was not existent in sleep. Prasuptau means sleep. Pravakti, nobody will say what? Abhuvan, I was not there in sleep, nobody can say. Ilya, we continue to sleep, but I was not existence, nobody will say. Means what? Atma is there in all three periods of time: Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti. If I have to say I am existent in sleep, I am Sakshi Chaitanya, Avastatraya Sakshi, Satchidananda Swarupa, then it is not sleep. Already waking Vandach. Isn't it? But Atma continues to be there in all the three periods. Nobody will say I am non-existent. Body cannot say I am dead. Atma cannot say I am non-existent. Then what is this? Who is telling I am? That is called as ahankara. See how he introduces ahankara in the third line. Yatra udeti. Yatra udeti. In the wake of that which is rising up. What is that rising? Ahankara. In the wake of rise of ahankara, udeti means it is coming up. Where? Yatraha. Yatra is ahankara. Udeti is rising. Where it is rising, which is not the body, which is not the Atma, some mixture has happened. Sarvam udeti. Yatra udeti ahankaram udeti tatra eva sarvam udeti. Everything else rises when ahankara rises. My tragedy, my happiness, my sorrow, my worry, my fear, everything rises when ahankara rises. Yatra ahankara udeti tatra eva samsaram api udeti. Atma cannot say I am non-existent. Deham cannot say I am existent. When both comes together, sarvam udeti. Ahankara. This you have to attack. Which ahankara you have to attack. Every one of us should become Talibanist in attacking the ahankara. Every one of us should take a sankalpa to become a Talibanist to attack the ahankara, which is mysterious. We should not say, oh, Taliban, first you become in attacking the ahankara. Think. Tasya aham aha janma desham shodhaya. Tasya aham aha janma desham shodhaya. Shodhaya means not purification. One mantra idella. Shodhaya, shodhaya, vardhaya, vardhaya, ayur vardhaya, vardhaya, hum fat swaha. Adala illi work agalla. Ella mithya prapanchakavella. Shodhaya means may you explore, may you inquire, investigate properly. What will you investigate? Janma desham. Investigate what is the origin or the source or the cause of this ahankara. Ahamaha. Tasya shodhaya ahamaha janma desham. See the origin from where this is coming. Go to the root cause. May you inquire into the mysterious I. How do you inquire? One word, one letter, very important. Dhiyaha. Inquire through your buddhi. See, appreciate Ramana Maharshi because of this. Ramana Maharshi is called as a cult person by wrong people. He is telling you have to investigate through the buddhi only. There is no other way. Many people, that's why they don't study. They just be the Ramana follower. He is telling, use the buddhi. Intellect is the only way to know who you are. Because the problem is sitting there itself. Guptaha and pravibhati. Never forget this. Swayam guptaha tatra eva pravibhati. Dhiyaha. And apart from Shravanam, there is no other way to know this. Apart from Vedanta Shravanam, there is no other way to tackle the Ahankara. In meditation, you cannot tackle because there is no Upadesha in meditation. What Upadesha? Not Mantra Upadesha. As I am Ahameva can happen only in Shravanam. Shravanam backed by Guru and Shastra. That also you have to supply. Think. All the other Upadeshas are something else. That has its own value. But will that tackle my samsara problem? No. Tiyaha. If you are backed by a traditional teaching, none of us can become a cult. Shankaracharya is not a cultist person because he did not have his own philosophy. He was depending on the Vedic philosophy. Vyasacharya was dependent on Vedic philosophy. They are not cultish people. Similarly, Ramana Maharshi is also not cultish people. Only one thing we have to add is Diyaha is equal to Guru Shastra Upadeshad Mukhena Aham Brahmasmi Jnanam iti Uktavati. Om Sham Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amrutam Gamaya Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.